Welcome to another edition of the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here to give you a whip-around look at some of the latest news coming out of the casino and sports betting industries. This week in our state and national reports, we've got August, September, and October numbers to talk about.
In August, sports betting. Let me guess. Arizona?
There you go.
There you go. Hello, Arizona.
Deals, we've got hockey, an acquisition deal, and a free-to-play game deal to talk about.
Okay.
Industry updates, licenses, launches, and we've got some more cease and desists.
Okay.
And legislative roundup, we're going to finish up with Wisconsin and Illinois.
All right.
More Illinois news.
Okay.
We'll be right back to start talking state and national after this.
Hey, Dave Weischadle from Turnpike Sports. I just got my dugout mug delivered, and I am loving it. Dugout mugs are mugs made out of baseball bats, and they are officially licensed by Major League Baseball so you can get your favorite baseball team's logo on your mug. Just think of it, enjoying your favorite drink while watching your favorite baseball team with your team's logo on your mug made from a baseball bat. They can even make customized mugs. Check out the mug they made for Turnpike Sports. I mean, just look at that. That looks awesome. I've never seen anything like them. If you go to dugoutmugs.com, you'll find out they even make more things than mugs. They have baseball board games, grilling equipment made from baseball bats. They even have a section for gifts for under $30. Head on over to dugoutmugs.com because if you're a baseball fan or need a gift for a baseball fan, you have to check out Dugout Mugs. And use our promo code PIKE at checkout to get 20% off your purchase price. That's promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E. Also, free shipping with orders over $99. You can't beat that. DugoutMugs.com. That's my go-to place if I need a gift for a baseball fan. Well, if you excuse me now, the game is about to go on, and the wind is just right for drinking.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle, and as we joked around at the top of the show, we are heading back to the month of August to talk Arizona.
It also means Arizona is usually the last state to report its numbers for the month, and it also means that with Arizona reporting, we're going to get the top 10 states for handle, right?
That's correct.
All right, look at that.
And very quickly, Arizona has now passed $27.5 billion in all-time total handle and $145 million in all-time tax revenue.
It's a great sports betting market.
It's a consistently good sports betting market.
I know people who live in Las Vegas go to Arizona because they have bigger menus and more markets that you can bet on.
And like you mentioned, when we have Arizona reporting, we have the top 10 states by handle for the month of August.
Okay, the top, is it still New York, Illinois, New Jersey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, the top five, the top four didn't change.
Here's the other
from
thing.
The previous month.
For the last 4 or 5 months, North Carolina has come in 10th. Are they still number 10?
No, Nevada is.
Oh my goodness.
Ohio was 4 like they were the previous month. Then
North Carolina, I'm assuming, beat Nevada now.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
We have Ohio and Arizona rounding out the top 5.
All right.
Then we've got Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Virginia, North Carolina, and Nevada as the bottom 5 of the top 10.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, it's kind of a slow month in August.
I guess so, but still a little bit of a shocker there. Okay.
Moving forward in the calendar and across the United States, we're going to the state of Maryland. We've got their sports betting report from the month of September. They set a record monthly sports betting handle of just over $651 million. It's the 4th time wagering in the state has topped that $600 million mark.
Okay.
Maryland also became the 12th state in the post-PASPA era, always have to include that phrase, to pass $200 million in all-time tax revenue. And they also collected a monthly record $10.3 million in pro football wagering revenue.
Okay.
Moving over to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, we've got their September numbers. We've got Commonwealth of Massachusetts setting a record monthly total handle of $800.3 million in sports betting.
Now, this is September, right?
This is September.
Okay. All right.
All-time handle for the state has passed $17 billion. All-time gross gaming revenue has passed $1.6 billion. All-time tax revenue has passed $315 million in the state of Massachusetts. And Draftkings set a state record. It's their home state. They should be setting a record.
Sure.
$409.6 million in a monthly handle report for September. First operator to clear the $400 million mark in monthly handle.
Wow, okay.
Moving over to the state of Michigan, we have our first online gaming report.
Okay, good.
Gross gaming revenue for the online casinos in the state of Michigan for September, $250 million. They passed that for the third straight month, fifth time overall.
Wow, okay.
So kind of interesting market there for Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan has it all. I love Michigan and what they're doing for gaming.
BetRivers, which has set monthly gross revenue records for 5 straight months, also became the fourth operator in Michigan history to generate $20 million in monthly online casino revenue. They joined FanDuel, BetMGM, and Draftkings in reaching that mark.
All right.
And FanDuel and BetMGM both have reported $60 million in gross gaming revenue. I had trouble saying that one, for 10 consecutive months now.
Okay.
And we're going to finish up over here in the state of New York.
Okay.
Week ending October 19th.
Week ending October 19th. I'm trying to remember if the Yankees are still playing at that moment. No,
I do
don't
not
think
believe so. Ninth consecutive week of at least $500 million in handle. Fiscal year-to-date handle has passed $13.9 billion already. That's not even a full year. That's starting from the first week of April.
Yeah.
And both FanDuel and DraftKings passed $4.8 billion in fiscal year-to-date handle.
Okay.
That's it for state and national. We're going to start talking deals right now. Starting off our deal segment, and this is basically going to be a lot of prediction market deals that we're going to be talking about here. Not that Truth Social deal that just recently happened. We'll talk about that when more information comes to light. We're going to start off with the NHL.
Okay.
The NHL announced a new landmark multi-year agreement in the U.S. with Polymarket and Kalshi, naming both of those operators official prediction market partners of the NHL.
By the way, I'm starting to see a lot of television commercials for Kalshi here in New Jersey. So I'm not sure if around the country that's the same way and in different states, but I'm trying to remember what stations I saw the Kalshi commercials on, whether they were in New York stations, whether they were New Jersey stations, or whether they were Pennsylvania stations, because we get all of them here in New Jersey. So I'm trying to I'll make a concerted effort to when I see a Kalshi television commercial, see what station I'm watching.
I've seen a lot of them on the OTT networks, so that's
no,
geo-targeted.
I've seen them on a lot of stations. So I'm going to see where they're being advertised the most. And there are New York stations and Pennsylvania stations that target New Jersey audience. So we'll see.
Well, the deal provides both Polymarket and Kalshi, as well as their brokers and merchants that use their platforms and markets, access to official NHL proprietary marks, logos, and official designations on their platforms. But the deal also gives Polymarket and Kalshi official NHL data and rights to use all those IP parts of the deal.
Now, will we start seeing, when I watch NFL games and hockey games, will I see them on the boards and on
Funny
the
you
ice?
should say that.
Oh, okay.
Both companies, Kalshi and Polymarket, will also receive brand exposure via the digitally enhanced dasher boards, the DEDs.
All right.
And the Blue Line slot virtual signage on NHL game broadcasts will be given to them as well. You're going to see regular season national games carrying their logos, Stanley Cup playoff games, NHL Winter Classic, the NHL Stadium Series, all those national broadcasts, you will see Kalshi and Polymarket part of that.
States are going to have to do something. I mean, right now, regulators have their hands tied with these things because they're working in the loopholes of the law. So,
we're seeing a lot of warning letters going out.
A lot of states are going to have to do something with regard to legislation. Yes. So, it's just getting
out of hand.
Before it gets too out of control.
It's already out of control.
For the regulators, something's going to have to be done.
Speaking of prediction markets, we have DraftKings announcing the acquisition of Railbird Technologies and its wholly owned subsidiary, Railbird Exchange, which is a federally licensed exchange designated by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the CFTC, for prediction markets.
All right.
Part of the deal will allow DraftKings to introduce what they had already filed a trademark for, DraftKings Predictions. Okay. Now, that was already filed with the CFTC previously, and it was withdrawn. Now, with this acquisition, they are going to be looking at trade event contracts linked to non-sports outcomes such as finance, culture, and entertainment. No word on whether or not they're going to be doing sports predictions.
You're going to start seeing sports betting operators having to do this, just keeping up with everyone else. Look, these sports betting operators have investors, they have stockholders in some cases, so they have to make these deals in order to keep them profitable for their investors and their stockholders. So you're going to see a lot more of these deals with prediction markets. Whether what happens with the prediction markets, with the states and things like that, you just have to have these deals in place to get ready to go. Yeah. If everything kind of becomes crystallized and the states, you'll see what the states have plans for these prediction markets, but these deals have to be in place.
Well, you've already got
or you're behind the eight ball.
You've already got DraftKings, FanDuel, and some of the other ones doing deals.
You will Flutter. That was the big story last month. That was the big story last month. Recently, DraftKings. Now, Trump Social, Polymarket is entering the U.S. market. So, like I said, something has to be done.
Truth Social is with Crypto.com, that's an interesting one.
You're going to be seeing a lot of deals just to make sure that, they're not, they have a seat at the table, so to speak.
And one other note, just to make sure they weren't left out in the cold, BetMGM during one of their trading calls or conference calls for their financials mentioned that even though they haven't done anything publicly yet, they're watching the prediction markets, and if they do see an opportunity, they could move forward at a moment's notice.
They have to. They we're going to do lawyer speak. They have to do their due diligence and see what's out there and see the landscape, and you can't be left without a seat at the table, because that's bad for your investors, that's bad for your stockholders. So
the BetMGM conference call was loaded with lawyer speak because they had already done their due diligence. They are listening to the regulators who are saying they are against the regulated gaming industry legislation out there, but they will be ready if the opportunity arises.
Yeah, they have to be.
And finally, we have Bet365.
All right.
Actually, Bet365 is one of the few operators that we haven't heard anything about prediction markets with. But here we have an expansion of their partnership with gamification company Low6. They expanded their over-under free-to-play game into Arizona and the Latin American market of Mexico.
Okay.
Now, basically, the free-to-play game that we're talking about, the over-under, it's for all the major sports leagues, NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL. And the over-under game challenges users to select multiple player props in a fast and dynamic format. Yes, I know. I love that phrasing. Customers can opt in to predict between 3 to 10 markets per entry. The more picks, the bigger the prize. And once they're done playing the free-to-play game, they can instantly take those selections via one-click integration into a Bet365 bet slip and make a bet.
Oh, okay.
I guess you can see how it works on the free-to-play, and if it works,
why not?
So, I don't know exactly how all that will work.
Like taking a practice test.
I guess so. That's it for the deals. We'll be right back to start talking industry updates.
Smoked cocktails have never been easier to make thanks to our Halo Drink Smoker. Simply place the cocktail smoker on your glass, light the wood chips until they start to smoke, and then top it off with the lid to infuse your drink with a delicious, new, smoky flavor.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here in our industry update segment, and we've been keeping an eye on the Missouri market, just like everybody else. And Missouri regulators recently issued 7 additional temporary mobile sports betting licenses. Now, that's key to getting the launch still scheduled for December 1st, moving in the right direction.
Yep.
We now have all 9 books having the temporary licenses ready to go. They still need to bring in some more documentation, such as what their internal controls are going to be, house rules, third-party payment processors, before they are going to be issued licenses and be able to take bets by that December 1st launch time.
Okay. It's getting close, Missouri.
I still think you're going to see the soft launch, like you keep saying.
I think so. I think, Thanksgiving's late this year, so, that's a kind of a good weekend to maybe have a soft launch kind of thing,
A welcome to the party, Missouri kind of thing.
I'm sure there's. I think they're starting to get ready to accept deposits, if not already.
November 17th,
I
believe it is.
I don't know when they're
well, this was a crucial step forward.
Yeah. So,
moving out to Nevada, we have the Emerald Island Casino announcing that they will be expanding and exteriorly remodeling the property in Las Vegas.
Okay.
They're planning a 14,500 square foot expansion. The casino would grow to an overall size of 37,000 plus square feet on less than 1 acre of land.
Okay.
Yes, you're going to be seeing.
I guess it's going up. Are they expanding up or what?
Up and out.
Up and out.
You're going to see outdoor patios. You're going to see integrated planters for landscaping and sitting areas, canopies, awnings, brick veneer facades being put up. They also want to grab some of the vacant street areas to create more parking.
Okay, that's always a good thing.
City code requires at least 125 parking spots. They're below that right now. With this expansion of the parking area, they're looking at adding additional spaces to get to 133 spots.
Good. Yeah.
Moving over to South Carolina, we've got another expansion to talk about. Now, the Catawba Nation has been slowly building their Two Kings casino property. We had the topping off ceremony, which is the ceremonial top beam of the project being laid.
Oh, okay.
So they did their special grand, topping off ceremony with speeches from the chief of the Catawba Nation, and the introductory casino that they are building right now. It's on target to open in spring of 2026.
Wow. Okay. A couple months.
That's the introductory casino.
Okay.
The final casino is still scheduled for.
Is that what they're calling temporary?
Spring of 2027.
Okay. Is that what they're calling temporary casinos now? Introductory casinos?
Well, the introductory casino is going to be part of the final casino. They're going to keep it going.
Oh, okay.
Yes. The introductory casino is going to have about 1,300 slot machines, 22 table games. Let me get the list here. 68-seat restaurant, an 18-seat bar, sports betting kiosk, and a Lucky North rewards desk because they're working with Delaware North. The main casino, like I said, scheduled to open in 2027, 2 million square feet.
Wow.
Featuring the hotel, 4,300 slot machines, 100 table games, 11 dining outlets, a player's lounge, 11 bars, center bar, sports bar, 3,500 parking spaces,
wow. Oh my
a
God.
2,700 space parking garage built under the casino, and 800 surface parking spots, all being part of this new casino.
That's a big property. Boy, if you can't find something you like there, you're not looking. I mean, wow, that's incredible.
Now, we're going to be moving up to the state of Connecticut for the Connecticut Lottery and Fanatics. They have opened a brand new retail sports betting location in the state.
And Fanatics, huh? And
well, that's the partner with Connecticut Lottery.
Okay.
So it's the 12th retail sports betting location in the state in the town of Wallingford.
Wallingford. I drive through Connecticut all the time. I'm not sure where Wallingford is. I have to look on a map. So.
Okay.
No, I'm just. I gotta get the ways going.
It's not off 95. It's off one of the other major roads going through. I think it's off 84.
See, when next time I'm driving up there, I gotta put into the GPS. I wonder if Fanatics. If I just type in Fanatics Connecticut, it'll tell me where it is.
Well, you have to look for Connecticut Lottery first.
Oh, Connecticut Lottery. So I also have to look for Wallingford.
Yes.
First, I have to find out how that's spelled.
This will actually be at their headquarters. Right near the headquarters of the Connecticut Lottery. So that is a good spot for them. on Sterling Drive. That's the Connecticut Lottery headquarters where this is going to be located. They're going to have a staff betting window, 2 kiosks, and screens showing the odds for upcoming sporting events. Wallingford's mayor, Vincent Cervoni, placed the first ceremonial bet, so that they had a nice grand opening ceremony for that one.
Yeah, okay. I just looked up Wallingford. I just looked up the spelling, by the way. It's actually W-A. I was thinking W-O-L-L, whatever, but it's Wallingford. Wallingford.
Yeah, not Wallingford.
Yeah, no. W-A-L-L-I-N-G-F-O-R-D. So.
Well, we are flipping back over to the other side of the country for a couple stories coming out of Nevada. We've got Golden Entertainment. They now own that series of taverns, the PT's Taverns, throughout southern Nevada. They've got 65 locations. They have just announced that they are rolling out a giant Keno progressive game for all 65 locations. The giant Keno progressive 10-spot Keno jackpot starts at $100,000 and grows up to $200,000, making it the largest Keno jackpot of in the the area of southern Nevada.
Wow,
I'm having trouble saying that
Keno's
because
Keno's big in Nevada. It's big in Massachusetts. Keno really hasn't caught on too much in like Pennsylvania or New Jersey or in New York at all. So.
It starts at $100,000 each and every time somebody. It goes up to $200,000 when it hits $200,000. Someone's got to win it.
All right,
but it will grow $10,000. Every so often each week until somebody hits.
A lot of Keno fans out there. Lots of
Keno fans everywhere. Yeah. Staying in Nevada, we've got ECL Gaming announcing the reopening of the former Irene's Casino in Pahrump as Jackpot Jonies, which is another chain of...
I love those names. I love Irene's Casino. It sounds like a diner here in Jersey. So, but what is it? Irene's Casino
is now Jackpot Jonies.
Is Jackpot Jonies.
Yes.
God, I love these names.
Pahrump, Nevada.
Yeah.
Jackpot Jonies.
Yep.
They're going to have a new non-smoking gaming area. They're also going to have live music, building expansions, refurbishments, all that.
Okay.
Going over to the state of Ohio, we have the Ohio Casino Control Commission. They've been busy. They actually served a bunch of warrants at 3 different businesses and seized 85 suspected illegal gaming machines.
Wow, jeez. All right, Look at this.
Along with an undisclosed amount of money.
Okay.
So the locations were called Fun Hub, Skills Zone, and Players Club.
All right.
They hid them very well with those names out there.
Well, yeah, I guess. Skills on a Players Club. Okay, all right.
Overall, the commission has served search warrants at more than 170 locations across Ohio and seized over 7,700 illegal slot machines.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
And last but not least, we can't forget Michigan. Michigan Gaming Control Board has continued to send out cease and desist letters. To more illegal gaming operations. They have been sent to, and I know you have not heard of any of these like we always do.
You tell me every week we have like this time when you give us the cease and desist letters that were sent out. And without fail, I've never heard of 99.9% of them. So, go ahead. It's shocking how many of these platforms are out there. But go ahead, tell me what names, and let me tell you if I've heard of them before.
Aussie Play, Crypto Games, Fortune Jack, Huge Win Casino.
Okay.
And Huge Win is one word.
Huge Win.
Yeah.
Okay.
My Stake Casino. That's one word as well. My Stake.
Okay.
Play at Harry's Casino.
Oh, Play at Harry's. That's the name of it.
That's the name of it. Rune Chat and Slots Garden.
And Slots Garden.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Nope. Never heard
All
of
served C&Ds.
All right.
That's it for industry updates. We're going to finish up with our legislative roundup. Starting off our legislative roundup, we're heading out to the great state of Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
Wisconsin lawmakers are reviewing a proposal to expand the state's online sports betting market. Beer.
When I think
it's already a long day.
Beer and cheese.
Yes,
that's what I think of Wisconsin. They're including beer and cheese in
the bill they're considering will mirror the setup in Florida, where online sports betting is permitted if servers are located on tribal land, and is supported by several members of the Wisconsin House of representatives.
Okay.
The bill is supported by
Absolutely.
members of that.
So more beer, cheese, and brats.
Hub and spoke model is what they're calling this.
Okay.
And also, interestingly enough, Wisconsin is one of the only 2 states that has not legalized sports betting, but they offer sports betting through gaming compacts with tribes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, Wisconsin and New Mexico are the only states that are functioning that way.
Okay. All right.
So any agreement that has been agreed upon by the state and by any gaming compact still has to be approved by the U.S. Department of Interior. So long way away.
Yep.
Moving over to the state of Illinois. Now, Illinois has been in the news a hell of a lot lately.
Yep.
Between their per-bet surcharge, between the city tax being proposed by the Chicago mayor. The Chicago mayor is not done.
Okay.
He has just had his chief financial officer announce to the public that the mayor's office is considering slot machines at O'Hare and Midway International Airports.
Oh, okay.
This would be under the Rebuild Illinois Act of 2019, signed by Governor Pritzker, which authorized 6 New England land-based casinos, 5 in the Chicago suburbs and the 6th in the downtown area. That's already been established. The bill will also allow for slot machines at the 2 Chicago airports. They have not done anything with that yet. They are now looking at that.
Interesting. Taking a page out of Las Vegas. By the way, we do a show at jackpots. There's a lot of jackpots at the Las Vegas airport. So,
Harry Reid.
Yeah, Harry Reid.
They're predicting a $40 million
first
revenue
it was
stream.
McCarran, now it's Harry Reid.
Yeah. So. But they are predicting $40 million revenue stream if you put them in the 2 airports.
Mm-hmm.
And Bally's has already identified a site at Midway International Airport for potential slot machine installations.
Those are insanely busy airports, and they'll make a ton more money than Las Vegas's airport or probably some casinos in this country. So we'll see.
That's it for this week's Turnpike Sports Book Report. If you've been watching on TV, there's a ticker flying by below us with domestic and international gaming industry stories as well as conference announcements. Please check that out at your leisure. And when this show is released Monday mornings, as always, there is a full print version of the Turnpike Sports Book Report on our blog, turnpikesports.us. Click on the blog button. You'll be taken there. That contains news stories we talked about on air, news stories that are in the ticker, and stories we didn't have a chance to talk about anywhere else this week. They will be in the full print version of the Turnpike Sports Book Report on our blog. And news releases, announcements, conference announcements, info at turnpikesportsradio.com.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.